Hey guys, the original Math Ninja here, and today we are talking about a little bit more on rational numbers. So, first, let's talk about the relationship between division and multiplication. So, we have negative 36 divided by negative 9. Okay, so I should be thinking, how many times does negative 9 go into negative 36? And that's right, it goes into it 4 times. And we know that a negative divided by a negative is going to give us a positive value. So we get positive 4. Now let's relate that to multiplication. That means that 4 multiplied by negative 9 is going to actually give us the same thing where we say negative 36. Okay? Now let's do another one. We have 24 divided by negative 8. So I should be thinking, how many times does negative 8 go into 24? If we have 24 divided by negative 8, a positive divided by a negative is going to give us a negative, and 8 goes into 24. That's right, it goes into 24 3 times. So we get negative 3 here for our answer. So we know that 8 or negative 8 multiplied by negative 3 is going to give us the 24 that we started with as our dividend. So let's do it again. So we have the dividend here, which is negative 50 divided by the divisor 10 is going to give us a quotient of negative times divided by a positive gives us a negative, and 10 goes into 50 5 times, negative 5. So now if we multiply our divisor, which was 10, by our quotient, which was negative 5, we are going to get our dividend, which is negative 50. Let's do another one. 42 divided by 6. So I should be thinking, how many times does 6 go into 42? Well, we know that a positive divided by a positive is going to give us that's right, it's going to give us a positive. So 6 goes into 42. That's right, goes into 42 7 times. So we have 7 for our answer. I know that our divisor was 6. So 6 multiplied by our quotient, which was 7, is going to give us our dividend, which is 42. Now, let's think about this next one. Wow, this next one is tough. 5 divided by 0. Can 5 be divided by 0? Well, actually, this does not exist. The reason is because if we do 0 multiplied by any number, so multiplied by any number, we'll just say C, is going to give us 0 no matter what. So 0 multiplied by any number is going to give us 0. So 5, can that ever be divided by 0? No, it can't. It can't. So let's talk about our relationship between the dividend, the divisor, and quotient, and how it relates to multiplication. Let's do that first. Well, we know from the previous examples that if you multiply the divisor by the quotient, you will get the dividend. Alright, so if you multiply the divisor by the quotient, you will get the dividend. Division is the inverse operation of multiplication. Okay? So division is the inverse operation of multiplication. Alright, now let's go on to the next one. What is the quotient of 5 divided by 0? Well, like we said before, it does not exist. So let's write this out. The quotient of 5 divided by 0 does not exist because, and you gotta think why it does not exist. So 5 divided by 0 does not exist because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Okay? So anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Okay? So we can never say that it follows the rule where if we multiply the divisor by the quotient that you'll get the dividend. It doesn't follow that rule. It actually violates that rule. So the quotient 5 divided by 0 does not exist because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Alright, so let's see. Let's see here. Let's really break this down. Why can't we divide by 0? Let's really break this down. The quotient of dividing by 0 is undefined. So saying it does not exist is the same thing like saying it is undefined. Okay? So the quotient for, let's say, any number p divided by 0 does not exist because the number that you can multiply by 0, so it does not exist because the number that you can multiply by 0 and because there is no number, because there is no number that you can multiply by 0 and get P as your answer. Okay? So that's the reason why we can't divide by 0. So I hope you guys understand a little bit better, a little bit more about rational numbers, and a little bit more about the relationship between division and multiplication. I will see you guys on the next video.